Hi, my name is Adriano Serviziati. My friends like to call me Bruce, and you can too. I have a Bachelor of Arts in psychology with a minor in English, and I'm currently working on a Master's of Counseling Psychology from Yorkville University. I have 5 years in the mental health field as a community support worker, and beyond that, I coach rugby. I like to do personal training in my free time. Yeah, so I have 5 years of experience in the mental health field as a community support worker. I worked primarily with adults with mental disabilities, mental disorders, and substance use issues. A large part of my role there was integrating people into the community through different community activities, different groups, and then also just helping them with any type of goals or interests they might have. Yeah, so in my free time, I live in British Columbia, Canada. So I'm really blessed to live in a really green and kind of nature-rich province. So I really like to go hiking. I like to take my dog for walks. Basically, any kind of outdoor activity, I'm there. Swimming, anything like that, really. I also really enjoy going to the gym, playing sports. I used to play rugby for a long time, played rugby for 12 years. But also, and it might not look like it, but I'm a huge nerd. I love anime. I love Dragon Ball, Naruto, huge Pokemon guy too. And I've also have just a embarrassing amount of time in online video games. Yeah, so in my community support worker role, I worked with adults from 18 all the way to, I think my oldest client was 74. But I really enjoy working with people between the ages of 16 to 24, because I think that's a really important phase in your life. And I think that's a place in your life that you can really change things, develop, make a huge difference, and really develop yourself. And I think that's where my clinical specialties lie. I'm really good at helping you bring out the best in you. I want you to help. I want to help you actualize yourself. I want to help you complete all your goals, and I want to just really be there to support you, because I think counseling and mental health work in general is all about you. It's your hour, it's your time, and I really want to help you work on whatever you'd like to work on. Goal setting, goal completion, anything like that. But also, there's no pressure to really do anything. I'm just here for you. If you just want to talk about something, I'm there for that. When working with diverse populations, I think it's really important to look at the individual level, because what might work for one person in a group might not work for everybody in the group. And I think it's really important not to overgeneralize just because you're part of a group to try to tailor my approach to that. I want to tailor my approach to you. What's going on with you? What's going on in your environment? And what's going on in your inner world? So I really think an important thing when we're working with diverse populations is to tailor the approach to you, to be a personalized approach, person-centered, just really individualized. Yeah, so I really like anything under the kind of person-centered umbrella, motivational interviewing. I also like anything that we can kind of look at your situation in a different light, or maybe try to unlock your potential. Because I really think everybody has unlimited potential. So cognitive modeling, reframing, exceptions, problem-free talk, flagging the minefield, iMessages, and acting as if. I'm from British Columbia, Canada, and we have a huge, diverse population. Growing up, I had friends from every demographic under the sun. So I really like working with diverse people, and I'm really interested in everybody's unique story too. And with the diverse population comes a lot of different diverse stories, different cultural traditions, different, even different holidays. Like I think all that stuff is super, super interesting to me. And I love just learning about it. I have a lot of experience with it as well. But hey, if you can teach me something new, that's awesome. I'm a super curious guy. I'm a very curious person. So I always want to hear what you have to say. I'm always curious about what's been going on with you, what's on your mind, kind of what your world is like. I never think it's a problem with you being heard. I might listen to you. My ears might be too open. I might be asking too many questions. I'm just a super, super curious person, and I always want to hear what you have to say. I'm always incredibly interested in it. I think everybody is unique and everybody has their own story, and I'd love to hear that. So I think success can be defined by a lot of different metrics. You can look at it by maybe goal achievement, by amount of sessions attended, by anything like that. But I think the most important thing is when I'm counseling you, it's your hour. And I think success is defined whatever you think success is. Did you wake up today and you felt good? Was there a moment in the day that you just maybe saw like a tree or a bird or cat, whatever, and wow, that's awesome. I feel great. I think that is what success is. Success is whatever you think success is to you, because again, it's your hour, it's your time. I've always liked to help people, whether that be through coaching rugby or personal training people. So I really get, whenever I see a client, whenever I am engaging in counseling, I really get a kick out of helping people. I find it super, super rewarding. And even if I can just help you a little bit, that's ultimately incredibly rewarding to me. And in my personal life, I have a lot of different ways to deal with burnout, whether that be, exercising, getting outside, relaxing, playing games, anything like that. So I'm really always just invigorated and energized to hop in there. Also, I'm a super, like I said, a super curious person. So I love talking to people. I love hearing different aspects of their life. I like to present myself as a counselor that is very similar to just a regular guy. I'm not trying to be overly academic, and there are points that you really need to be professional, but I really try to keep it relaxed. I'd really like our sessions to just seem like you're talking to a friend, some guy you might meet at the gym or at the park, or maybe even just somebody you started talking to in game chat. What I think sets me apart from other counselors is I can really make it feel relaxed and comfortable. There's no pressure to, going back to what I said about goals, there's no pressure to really push for goal achievement. There's no pressure for having to feel good or having to not have any of your symptoms. I'm completely understand that all of those things are natural, and I really just want to work with you. And I think what sets me apart from other therapists is that I have that kind of relatability and relaxing, Being from Canada, living in Canada, it's a little bit of a different choice to go with an American provider, but I've really always been very curious about breaking into the American market. And I also, when I was going through the different lists of counseling providers and practicum opportunities through my university, I noticed that Latte Wellness was one of the only kind of, not faith-based or Christian-based, but they do have that kind of lens to it and that kind of angle. And I myself, as a Christian, I really respect that. I really respect putting your faith out there and saying, yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I do have these beliefs. And I think in the mental health field, that's really lacking. So I really respect Latte Wellness Group for doing that. And I really respect kind of Frank's vision and what he's built. I think it's really commendable, and it's something I'd like to learn about and imitate, and hopefully, be able to replicate in the future.